If there's anything that I would like everyone to say,
You got it, Josh. You got it, Josh.
If there's anything that I would like to say to everyone surrounding the issue of racism, it would be to listen to each other. Educate yourselves. I'm going to say it again. Listen to each other. Educate yourself. Do not let the media or anyone else create or change a narrative for you.
Mm-hmm.
Take the time to see what some of these people and groups are really trying to say. This week, there was a lot of social media drama over the use of the words Black Lives Matter, especially in relation to today, in fear that outsiders or the Black Lives Matter organization would come and literally destroy our homes and businesses.
Yeah.
But again, this is where I encourage you to listen and educate yourselves on such organizations. If you look at the social media pages, you won't find statements on Black Lives Matter that are against law enforcement.
Right.
You won't find statements that are against white people.
Mm-hmm.
But rather, you will find statements condemning the individuals that have done the things that we have seen happen around the country. You may ask, well, what about the riots and looting that happened in Rochester? While these events were totally tragic and unnecessary, we cannot condemn an entire organization based on the actions of individuals with hate in their heart.
Mm-hmm.
But why does it have to be Black Lives Matter? Don't all lives matter? By saying Black Lives Matter, no one is saying that other lives don't.
Right.
Instead, it's a phrase used to speak against racism and inequality within our justice system. Yes, all lives matter. Yes. But I want to challenge some of you who might not even be within the sound of my voice. I want to challenge some of you who insist that that is all that's being said. Do all lives matter when referencing those who are less fortunate?
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not giving handouts to anybody. I worked hard for what I got. That was just their choice. They were lazy. But do all lives matter? Do all lives matter? Yes. When? Oh, that wasn't a question. Do all lives matter? When refugees from Syria or Mexico and other countries around the world come to the United States of America to seek asylum, what would you do if your family literally had their lives on the line and the only thing you could do was illegally enter the United States of America?
Right.
What would you do? Does all lives matter include the LGBTQ community?
That's right.
This is my favorite. Well, wait. The Bible says, when you say that, you're referring to like 7 or 8 scriptures to fit, again, a certain narrative. But looking at the Bible and the teachings of Jesus Christ, I think that we can all agree that his most universal messages were love and forgiveness.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. If Black Lives Matter, then explain to me black on black crime. Black lives just don't seem to matter then. They don't seem to matter every time I watch Channel 13 and see what's happening in Rochester.
You mean
Explain black on black crime. Black on black crime happens because that's what you get when you pile thousands of poor people together
Yeah.
with limited resources. It's a dog-eat-dog world. The same thing would happen if you flip the script and put another race in that same environment. Take the city of Rochester and give everyone the same access to resources.
That's right.
And what happens?
Different world.
A different world. I'm sure there's stats somewhere. Where's Josh Ingersoll when I need him? I'm sure there's stats somewhere that could prove in a predominantly white community similar to Rochester, you would get the same thing. But yet, through media and other outlets, you only hear about black on black crime. Let me ask you this. Were we not just witnessing people getting into fights over limited supplies of toilet paper and hand sanitizer? We may not blatantly always see racism in the Caledonia Mumford community, but we are naive to believe that it's not happening here.
Yes.
Right.
I know from personal experience.
Yeah.
What's important is how we respond to it. Not just here, but in other walks of our personal lives. Yes, and you might want to sit down when I say this, there is life outside of Caledonia. We can all help to dismantle racism by recognizing the challenges unique to Black Americans and taking the time to learn how to effectively help one another. Thank you and God bless you all.
Yes, Josh!